Hello, welcome Slashers, and I'm Crypt here, and welcome back to my channel. Now today, I'll be doing more of a Chucky theory video than anything actually, because I have quite a bit of theories that I would like to talk about. So without further ado, I'm going to just get into it. This first theory comes from Hector, and he says, my theory is that when Tiffany says a true classic never goes out of style, it's because she's giving Andy a lift. Then Andy gets a lift from Tiffany and car breaks down, and Andy tries to help and she knocked him out. And then she say that then Andy wakes up in a padded cell in asylum, and Chucky talks through a speakerphone. Chucky drugs him to make him swell and performs voodoo on him to make him swell, and transfers his soul into the doll. There's 5 dolls, and a Chucky can possess 4 but save 1 for Andy. I'm not sure about 5 dolls, but because there's only 2 as we saw from the trailer. Then he says, but you know, anyway, the asylum is where Charles Lee was for many years. I don't think, and then she says, you know, Tiffany might be raising Alice. Now, there might, I think there's some strong points and then there's some low points. I mean, some people are actually speculating that maybe, you know, Andy, like either Andy or Tiffany gets beaten to a bloody pulp outside of Tiffany's car, and that's why there's blood splatter. Either, you know, one of them dies, or she kills someone, or someone gets beat to shit out of. I have no idea. But as for this asylum thing, I don't think Charles Lee Ray was ever in an asylum. Like, I don't think that's a part of his backstory. Like, I'm pretty sure he's never been in one, because, like, I'm not actually, like, 'cause I know that he murdered his mother, because I believe his mother is really abusive, because I remember watching, like, not movies, but videos about Chucky's origins, and a lot is said about how abusive his mother is, and so I highly doubt that Charles Lee Ray was ever in an asylum. But I mean, honestly, I think it's an interesting idea on, you know, Alex ending up in the asylum, because I mean, and I think it would be cool to, you know, hear Chucky speaking on the intercom. I think that would be pretty cool to see that. So I definitely hope that we get to at least see that, because that is a pretty cool idea. This next one is a theory that is actually on Google Plus that someone sent me a link to, and this person says the reason Chucky is the bleed and curse of Chucky and the Cold to Chucky teaser where his limbs come off is probably because he hasn't spent too much time in the doll, as we've seen in the post-credit short. Alex kills Chucky, then Chucky comes back in a new body, meaning he has spent enough time in the doll, just like Doc said. And the more he spends in the doll, the more human he becomes, and that's why in Seed of Chucky, Chucky just comes back into his old body, which means he spent a lot of time in that body since Child's Play 3. Also, and reason why he bled is because his body mixed with the plastic, causing the blood to lay beneath the plastic. Another reason would just be the doll's way of being made. In Child's Play, we see Andy's mother shoot the doll, but Chucky's arm, leg, and head come off with no blood, and when she shoots Chucky, other than the heart and only stuffing, because that's what the doll's made of. I do think there's some pretty, you know, strong points about this whole thing, but there are a few things that debunk it for me, and the whole idea of him bleeding because blood mixed in with the plastic. Now, I don't quite believe that, because he bled in Child's Play 1 and 2 when he got harmed, when he was almost human. He bled those 2 times, so I'm not quite sure. But I do see what you mean by the stuffing. What I think the real solution to this is parts of him are human and parts of him are not. And some parts bleed and some parts don't. So I honestly, I think that that's really what's it. But I do agree he probably hasn't spent enough time in the body to actually bleed. So, I mean, I agree with that part. And, you know, there's some parts that I'm very iffy about with this theory, but it isn't a very far-fetched theory. And, like, I kind of, like, parts of it I actually do kind of believe a little bit. So, like, what do you guys think of this theory? I think it's a pretty nice theory. I want to know what you guys think of the whole thing. Now, Omega Joe has something pretty interesting to say about the whole thing with Chucky's arm, which I want to talk a little bit more about later on in the video. What if Chucky takes his arm off because of what's happening to his hand? Something voodoo that he's never seen before. Now, I think that's a great, like, I really like that, because what if it has something to do with voodoo that he's never seen before? Like, what if he doesn't know what's going on? And then, like, you know, with that being said, you know, maybe he takes his arm off and stuffs it in the woman's mouth or something, but, like, because, you know, his arm was in the mouth, and, you know, I don't know, I think, like, the only thing that really debunks that is in the picture of the hand, you know, like, it you know, the demonic hand, like, it didn't look like that in the picture, but, like, there's a chance that they could have edited it so it doesn't look like that. But what do you guys think? Because, you know, that's what they did with Chucky's face. They edited parts to make it look like he can't have any scars, so we could have done that with the hand or something. But what do you guys think? Now, this next person sent me a screenshot of the Cult of Chucky trailer, and, like, alright, so it shows Chucky holding, like, the glass. You know, you saw he hit this doctor over the head with a bottle, and, well, if you zoom in, you could kind of make out what looks like, you know, could be, like, his deformed hand. Like, if you zoom in, like, there's a possibility, like, you might see something, you might possibly, like, it might look like it's deformed or, like, something's wrong with it to you, like, just by judging on, like, the way it looks here. Let me know what you guys think. Thomas sent me this next theory on Twitter, and he said, so I know this already because I love Child's Play 2. So anyways, in Child's Play 2, the night that Andy had took Chucky into his room, but he thought it was a Tommy doll, and so that night it was dark and creepy, so Chucky had finally appeared to Andy. They're the same in Cult of Chucky. So this part of the movie is where Chucky basically shows himself to Nika as he's real, not made up, as he's trying to make her forget. You can see the wheelchair, so this means it's Nika, and from the dark, so it relates to same form of Child's Play 2, which, honestly, this doesn't seem too far-fetched. I actually kind of believe this because, Damascene has done this with, Curse of Chucky. He has, put numerous references to previous films in them, and this could possibly be one of those references in, you know, this one. So, oh, this doesn't seem too far-fetched to me, because it seems like the picture gives off that kind of tone that Chucky's about to reveal himself to her, like that he's actually, like, real. So that's what I'm thinking too. Like, this isn't too far-fetched. Like, I think this could possibly be it. That, you know, this could be true. What do you guys think? This isn't Cult of Chucky related, but it's some stuff that Cameron sent me over Twitter, and it's about Jeepers Creepers 3. Now, the reason Jeepers Creepers 3 doesn't get its own, like, series of, like, videos is mainly because, like, it just like I don't get much news on it, and there's not much going on with it, and so yeah. But like Cameron, wherever he gets a chance, he sends me this stuff, so I take this opportunity to show it in video. So this first one is Jeepers Creepers reaching through a broken window of a car, which is pretty cool. Oddly enough, like, it's weird because like the way the window's shaped, like, I don't know, I'm just not gonna say anymore because it's gonna sound far-fetched or something. So I was thinking of something interesting, and I was like, oh, never mind, it's probably not it. But yeah, Jeepers Creepers reached through the window for someone though, like he got a victim or something. And then this next one is these two people who are doing something to that knife that the creeper, like that knife that the creeper had, that that one guy used on the creeper. Yeah, they're doing something to it. I'm not exactly sure. They might be sharpening it, or they might be doing something. I'm not exactly sure what they're doing, but what do you think they're doing with this knife? Let me know down in the comments below. And now I want to talk about something that is actually the main reason why I even started making this video. It's because of Chucky's hand. Now, I wanted to talk a little bit more about this because I have a few theories myself. Because I know a lot of you guys have quite a bit of theories. So what I did was I combined some of your guys' theories and I combined some of mine. So I really want to talk about this and say a few things. So the first thing, or the first theory that was brought, this isn't the one that I thought of, but one of the theories that people are saying may be true is that Chucky melted his hand, and that would actually be, that would actually explain a lot if Andy was melting his hand and he somehow got away. Because we saw in that trailer he has that blowtorch. He was using that on Chucky, probably. So that isn't too far-fetched. I don't know. I think that could possibly be it because it seems pretty believable. And another theory, which is actually one that I came up with, is Chucky did some kind of ritual. Alright guys, hear me out. So we saw from the pictures how Chucky was missing one of his arms, and then that one arm was actually in that woman's mouth. And then we later saw that photo where just recently where he was standing across from that woman, and one of his arms is just one of his hands is just badly deformed. It looks messed up. Well, I think possibly when he stuffed his arm in that woman's mouth, he did something. I'm not sure what, but he could have possibly did some kind of ritual, maybe doing some type of voodoo, something voodoo related to her, and one of the results to it could be the way his hand looks, and that could be why his hand is stuffed in that woman, is because it could be part of whatever he was doing. And so I don't know, this is just a little interesting theory that I thought of. Maybe what do you guys think? Do you think it's too far-fetched or what? Because I'm not sure what to think, because if you put into consideration of the way the timeline looks within the trailers and the photos, and if you guess what when what photo takes place, you might get thrown off a little bit. So then again, I'm not exactly sure myself. It's just a little interesting theory, but I want to know what you guys think, because anything could be true at this point. And so this third one is actually the third theory is, it could be that the other doll is mutating. like, whatever happened to this other doll, maybe something's wrong with it, and it's like mutating and turning into something other than this world, or it could be a demon, or it's just mutating altogether. We're not quite sure, but it could, like, it could be a mutation kind of deal. What do you guys think? And for the last theory, which is actually the most believed at this moment, is that Chucky's becoming more human than before. And so people are saying, or you know, a lot of people are thinking that maybe Chucky's taking on a more human form. Like, maybe he's gonna become more human than like the other films. Like, what's happening to him could just be a result of him becoming more human. And you know, I'm gonna mention something that hasn't been used in any of the other Chucky movies besides the first one, and that is the fact that slowly throughout the film, Chucky becomes more human-like. Now, like, cause you know, if you guys remember, watching the original Child's Play, I never, like, I watched a behind-the-scenes thing, and there were like 3 or 4 different heads of Chucky, and one, like, you know, each one looked more like, you know, it looked more and more human, like each different one. So what could possibly be is, like, maybe Chucky's taking a more humanoid form, and this could be doing what the first Child's Play did. And that would be pretty cool, because I don't know why they didn't reuse that for the other Child's Play. Maybe budget issues, but it was still really cool that that whole human, like, the whole, like, thing about Chucky being human and, like, slowly turning throughout the whole entire film was just kind of creepy. It's a really scary concept, and that's one of the things I loved about that movie, and I wish they would have used it. But if you guys enjoyed, be sure to like, subscribe, join Sandwich Party family, become a slasher, and share. Sharing really helps my channel, and especially share this video. I'm talking way too much, but like, just way too much or way too fast. But yeah, you know, share this video. I had fun talking, and I just had fun talking about the theories, because there's a lot of interesting things that I wanted to share with you guys, like some interesting thoughts, and I have fun making these Chucky videos. It's really, I just really love making these, and so whenever I can, I like to keep myself busy, you know, just overall busy making these, because they're fun and I get to talk about something I love. So yeah, there's that. But anyway, I'm out of here, and I'll see you on the next video. Thank you for watching, and thank you all for supporting. I'm talking way too fast. Anyway, peace.
But yeah, guys, that'll wrap it up. I'm just a slasher. Murder's just a habit. I'm the wife of a man. You can't stop me. All these wacky pussy ass rappers are weak. I don't settle for fish. I settle for meat.
It's on. I'm scoping out this fool that I don't like, who fuck me out some money.
Y'all squat this shit.
Wait till the night, I'm gonna touch him with a gauge. Gotta touch him with a gauge, nigga think he fuck me. Gonna get his ass paid first. I hit the weed bomb, pit full of red rum. Nigga better give me some.